Watch this for 5 minutes and you'll outsmart 90% of people.
You're not as smart as you think you are, and neither am I. But here's how to be smarter than 90% of people. No, this isn't some inspirational, motivational drivel. It's a wake-up call. Because right now, your brain is probably working against you. You're not lazy. You're just stuck in a mental trap. A trap that people live in their entire lives and don't even notice. This trap is called a cognitive bias. And if you don't learn to recognize it, it will drive what you buy, who you trust, how you judge other people, and how you make decisions. Here's the hard truth. Most people don't make decisions. They just react. They live on mental autopilot, convinced that they are acting logically, when in fact they have simply fallen into one of the 188 plus known thinking traps that our brains set. Have you ever argued with someone who wasn't listening to you at all? Chances are that was the distortion. But you know what's worse? You are doing the same. And so am I. Because our brains are not designed to seek truth, but to survive. And if you don't learn to question your own thinking, you will never break out of the gray mass. Example, you hear about a plane crash on the news, and suddenly you start to think that flying is dangerous. This is called the availability heuristic. Your brain decides that an event is likely simply because it has been remembered. But statistically, the chance of dying from a slip in the shower is higher than on an airplane. You don't panic every time you get in the shower, do you? That's how distortion works. It feels true, but it's not.
What to do about it? One skill can give you an edge over most people. It's called second-order thinking. How does it work? Most people stop at the first consequence. I'll skip the gym today because I'm tired. Sounds harmless, right? But second-order thinking says, okay, I'll skip today. It'll be easier to skip again tomorrow. Then 2 weeks will pass. I'll feel like a failure. I'll lose motivation and self-respect. You don't just ask what now. You ask what next and what happens after that. You fast forward the tape. Real strategists don't react. They calculate. They analyze, predict, think 5 steps ahead, maintain clarity when everyone else is panicking. This is not about cold calculation. This is about clarity of thought in chaos. Further, deeper. Your brain hates to think. Thinking wastes energy, so it cuts corners. Scrolling through the feed? Easy. Solving a problem? Difficult. Trusting intuition instead of facts? More familiar. But there is good news. Like muscles, the brain becomes stronger if you train it. Start small. Before making a decision, pause. Ask yourself, what if I'm wrong? What is the opposing point of view? I'll try to argue with myself. Do you feel how your brain is straining? That's training. You learn to think, not just feel. Conclusion. Most people live in their own mental echo chamber. They scroll, they consume, they react, but almost never stop to question themselves. What if I'm wrong? Is this feeling helping me or deceiving me? Am I thinking or just following a script? Do you want to see what others don't? Do one thing. Learn to stop. Learn to think deeper. It's not magic. It's not talent. It's mental discipline. And it's rare. That's why those who have mastered it are often smarter, more far-sighted, more successful than 90% of everyone else. And finally, your turn. If you have watched up to this point, ask yourself, should I now turn on the next video or apply what I just learned? Your choice. Oh yeah, Click the subscribe button under the video and write in the comments whether you think this method will be useful for you personally.